Hey there folks, Mr. Kowalczyk here with a video for Business Math, and we are still in Chapter 10, but today we are in Section 10-6, and what we're talking about is insurance. You see, having insurance is a wonderful thing. That way, if something bad happens, perhaps your house burns down, or a car crashes into a tree that's in your front lawn, and that tree then falls and lands on your garage. I mean, crazy things can happen, right? And if bad things happen to your garage, to your house, to anything that's on your property, insurance can help you get that stuff paid for and get that stuff either fixed or replaced. Now, when we're talking about insurance, what the type of insurance that we're talking about is called homeowner's insurance. Homeowner's insurance. I have it on my house, and I know many people that do. It's a nice protection just in case the bad things happen. Well, what we're going to look at is insurance on a specific house and some of the other things that are involved in that house. Now, as we are looking at this today, what you'll notice is that there are two steps. Step 1 helps us define the coverage on the house itself. The house is probably the most important thing that you need to have covered. Why? Because it's the most expensive thing that you probably own. More expensive than your car, more expensive than your jewelry, more expensive than your clothes, more expensive than your TVs. Your house is super expensive. So for step 1, what you do is you take the replacement value of the home and you multiply it times the percent coverage on the home. Now, you might be looking at this and going, okay, I see the replacement value right there, so I'm going to multiply that times the percent coverage on the home. Well, what is the percent coverage on the home? Well, folks, it's right here. 80% of the home is covered. So you're going to take 80% times 115. And let's just go ahead and do that. All right? Let's just go ahead and do that. So once again, the replacement value of your home is $115,000, and 80% of the home is covered. So we can jump right into letter A. What is the amount of coverage on the home? Well, step 1, we take the replacement value of $115,000. We're going to multiply that times the percent coverage on the house, which was 80%. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and change it to 0.80. And now I can multiply. And what I get is $92,000. So let me just explain what this means. To replace your house, it's going to probably cost you $115,000. I don't know about you, but I don't have that type of money. The insurance policy that you have will cover 80% of that bill. So that means if you have to replace your whole house, your insurance company will give you $92,000. Now, here's the problem. That's not going to cover the full thing, because once again, to replace the whole house, you're going to need $115,000, but they're only giving you $92,000. I know that might seem like a sucky deal, but the thing is, it's better to have some money than none. The insurance company will at least give you $92,000, which is still not bad. It's still not bad. You may have to pay for any extra money out of your own pocket, or maybe take out a loan to make any extra payments to get yourself back up to $115,000. But it's better than having to pay for the whole thing. All right. Now we can go on to B and C. B and C lead us to step number 2. Step number 2 helps us to find the amount of insurance coverage on a specific type of item. And we have 3 different types of items that we're focusing on. 3 different types of items. And they are all listed right here inside of this purple box that I'm making. The first one is called garage and other structures. What that means is you can have insurance that covers fixing, repairing, or replacing your garage if something bad happens to it, or a gazebo, or a shed, or any other types of structures that you might have on your property. And what they'll do is they'll cover 10% based on your coverage on your house, based on the coverage on your house, which is that $92,000. Another type of coverage you have is loss of use. Let's say you have such a bad fire that you can't live in your house until it's fixed. So you have to stay at a hotel or maybe even get an apartment for a few months. Well, what can happen is that sometimes insurance companies will set it up where they will give you money to stay in a hotel or give you money to stay in a new apartment. That's going to be that loss of use right there for 20%. And then the last thing that homeowners insurance can cover is personal property. If your house does go up in flames, you lose all your clothes, you lose all your furniture, you lose all your jewelry, you lose all your sneakers, you lose so much. What they'll do is they'll give you some money to help you replace all of those items that you lost in the fire. So having insurance can be extremely helpful. Now, what we're going to have to do is use this box right here and, of course, step 2. And we're going to do that for both B and C. But we've got to figure out what we're doing it for. Well, letter B, we're trying to do it on personal property. Hey, that's this one right here. That's this one right here. And then for C, we're trying to do the garage and other structures. Hey, that's this one right here. Okay? So we're going to have to use the correct percentages to calculate these. So, with that being said, let's jump right in and do letter B. What is the amount of coverage on personal property? Well, once again, we're using step 2. And what's the coverage on the home? It's that $92,000 that we found in letter A. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply it times 50%. Because we got that from the box up there in the top right. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 0.50. Okay. Oh. So I take 92,000 and I multiply it times 0.50 and I get 18. Oh, that didn't work. I need to do my math again. 0.50 times 92. There we go. It's $46,000. $46,000. So, if this family loses their garage or any other structures on their property, or not their property, if they lose their house in a fire and they lose all their clothes and all their furniture and everything, they're going to get $46,000 to replace everything they lost. Step 3 will help us look at the garage. So once again, for step 3, we're going to take $92,000, and this time, instead of multiplying it times 50%, we're going to multiply it times 10%. 10%. And that means that if this person loses their garage, they're going to get $9,200 to fix and or replace their garage. So, hopefully these formulas make sense. If you have to go back and review, please feel free. Thanks and have a great day.